What's going on? We got the top 12 quarterback free agents in 2020. We're going to rank them from 12 all the way down to 1. So if you want to see who's number 1 on our list, you got to watch the entire video. I'm Mitchell Renz. That's Tom Downey. Y'all are watching NFL Daily by Chat Sports. You ready to get into our top 12 list? It's going to be an interesting one. And Tom, the first quarterback on the list, he is a veteran, Eli Manning.
Eli's an interesting option here because I put him lower down than we normally would. He's 39 years old, coming off a year in which he was benched by the Giants. He said he doesn't want to be a backup. And if that's the case, who actually wants him as a starter? They're like, you can look around all the NFL teams, and people are like, oh, Eli's really not an upgrade there either. Maybe he's a little better than our young guy, but we're going to go with the young guy there. Eli was very candid as the year ended about being a backup or being a coach. He said, I doubt it. Backing up is not real fun. I'll just try to figure it out. I think I can still play. Said think, no, whatever. And then for coaching, I don't think so. I thought I could coach this year, and I didn't enjoy it that much. All of that says to me he's going to retire or maybe be unsigned as the year goes on and hope for an injury of some type. I don't know what team would really want Eli Manning, and if that's the case, well, then you're not, and you don't want to be a backup. You're out of the NFL.
Winston Shan is just spamming Chargers. I don't know if that one's going to happen.
Eli did not want to play for the Chargers, so I don't think that one's going to happen.
So we'll ask you guys this question. Will Eli Manning play in 2020? Type P for play. Type R for retire. I'm going to type my R for retire, Tom. I just think it's the right thing for Eli to do. I think the real question then comes, is Eli Manning a Hall of Famer?
He gets in the Hall of Fame.
Yeah?
Yeah, he does. 2 Super Bowls. He gets in the Hall of Fame.
But I don't really think he's the talent of a Hall of Fame.
See a lot of P's in there. Interesting.
Okay. P for play, R for retire. Let's go to the number 11 quarterback on our list, Jeff Driskel.
Again, backup option, just so we're clear. In years past, he'd literally be like number 6 or 7, but it's a good quarterback for agency class. He played in 3 games. I thought he actually played fairly well. His running ability helps him as a backup. He is not a starting caliber quarterback, but I think he is one of the top 70, 75 quarterbacks. Low bar, I know. Someone should bring him in as a backup. Maybe Detroit just re-signs him in the end.
So here's some other backup quarterbacks to monitor. Chase Daniel, Colt McCoy, Blake Bortles, A.J. McCarron, Nate Sudfeld. The question I'll ask everyone right now, is Colin Kaepernick better than any of those quarterbacks on screen?
Not anymore, no.
No?
In his prime, of course he was.
I'm not saying prime. I'm saying right now, age 32, Colin Kaepernick. Is he better than any of those quarterbacks? Give me a Y for yes, or give me an N for no.
Not at this point.
Okay.
Sudfeld might be the one to watch out for. He was kind of highly regarded with the Redskins and Eagles and then got hurt and never did much as a backup.
Okay, guys, do it. Want the best coverage of NFL free agency? Then subscribe to Chat Sports on YouTube. We're going to be breaking down a whole bunch of videos. We're going to be breaking down a whole bunch of NFL news and rumors around free agency. And if you want the best coverage the entire offseason, then hit that subscribe button. It's a big red button. If you're colorblind, it might be a little bit gray. If you want the best coverage, then subscribe. YouTube.com/ChatSportsTV. Number 10 on our list of top free agent quarterbacks, it's Case Keenum.
I am curious to see what happens to Keenum this offseason. I don't know if he is going to get interest as a potential starting quarterback, as a bridge guy for a young guy that comes in as a veteran. Like maybe the Bengals, well, maybe not the Bengals, maybe the Chargers could take like a Justin Herbert, or Carolina could take Justin Herbert, and they bring in Keenum for like half a year as a veteran option. He can still be a very good backup. There is going to be interest in Case Keenum, but there is not going to be very much money involved in terms of getting him into the organization. Teams just aren't going to have interest in him as a starter. That has passed.
This is a very, very popular player, and a player that we've seen a lot in the comments. It's Taysom Hill, third-string quarterback. Kind of quarterback.
He's not a quarterback, okay? Not really.
But you just put him on your top free agent quarterback list.
Because he's listed at quarterback. People will be like, where's Taysom Hill the entire time in the video? He is a fun football player.
Yes.
He's a good football player. He is not a quarterback. The dude threw 6 passes this year, carried the ball 27 times, caught it 19, and played all the special teams for the Saints. He's not a quarterback. He is not a franchise guy for anybody. He is a great bottom of your roster player who, because if you want that 35 to 40, whatever it ends up being, 45, you want somebody who can do more than just one thing for you. That is the ultimate Taysom Hill player. By the way, guys, he's also 29 years old. He's going to turn 30 before the season begins. He's way older than you think.
Taysom Hill from Winston Shan equals football god. Taysom Hill is great. I would take Taysom Hill.
Athlete. Randy calls him a fullback. That works too. He is not a full-time quarterback. You are not bringing him in to be any type of actual thrower of the football. He's not very good at it. But as an athlete, special team, running back, receiver, athlete in general, Hill's actually really fun in that role. So, yeah, I put him on here.
Taysom Hill over Dak from Nick
Saints
Siller.
should keep him because Sean Payton can maximize him.
All right, guys, we got a special deal for you from one of our sponsors here. Go to chatsports.com/NFL sale. If you're in, I was going to say the business, if you need a new hoodie, we got a lot of hoodies for you, up to 50% off, a whole bunch of gear. It's not just Chiefs. It's not just Patriots. Your favorite team, if you want a hoodie, if you want a hat, we got it for you. Go to chatsports.com/NFL sale. We're going to put the link in the comments section. It says sweet gear for every NFL team. But take advantage of the deals because once the items are gone, they're gone. So if you see something on screen that you want, or if you're like, I need a new t-shirt, get it. Up to 50% off. Chatsports.com/NFL sale. Number 8 on our list of top free agent quarterbacks, it's Marcus Mariota.
I don't know what you do with him.
I don't know what to do with him. I don't think the Titans know what to do with him.
I have an idea.
Or what to do with him.
Hear me out, because he's not a franchise guy anymore. What if you tried to make him into Taysom Hill?
No.
He's a good enough athlete.
I'll say this. He's not durable like Taysom Hill. The reason why he stopped running so much as a quarterback was because he couldn't stay healthy.
It's fair.
And then you look at the low completion percentage.
I'm just trying to make up ideas here.
Yeah?
So I think what Mariota is, he needs to get out of Tennessee. He needs a restart in a very bad way. Send him somewhere else. Let him try and beat Tannehill, as funny as that sounds. I was just going to say,
what if Tannehill goes to the Titans, wins football games, Marcus Mariota goes to the Dolphins, wins football games?
I don't think he goes to Miami, but I think there are some teams that make sense for Mariota. He go back to Tennessee. I think the Bears should try it. I think that's an intriguing idea. Patriots, if they want a better backup, it's not Jarrett Stidham. Pittsburgh needs somebody better than Mason Rudolph and Hodges. And Seattle's long needed a backup. So he is a backup guy. He's not going to be a starter, but he can help out a team in that role.
Let's go to the number 7 on our list. It is Phillip Rivers, who definitely struggled with turnovers this year at 20. I think the end is near for Phillip. I think it's time for him to retire.
It absolutely is. I wonder if he'll try to go the way of Eli Manning and just give it one more year for maybe with the Chargers with a young quarterback behind him. Now, Rivers, I don't think, wants to be a mentor. And if
he's got to take care of enough kids.
And that's the issue. If he doesn't want to do that, and the Chargers don't want him to just be their guaranteed starter, looking around trying to find a spot, like Carolina, Tennessee are local to where he grew up and played in college, so I put them on there. Chicago and Tampa, is that really is that an upgrade?
No.
And that's kind of where you're in an awkward spot for Rivers. And if you're LA, you're drafting top 10. You might want to take a quarterback. I don't know what that means in the end for Phillip Rivers. These teams need a quarterback, but they might try and go younger and or cheaper and or more upside in the end.
So we also have a list here of 5 quarterbacks that you could see them be traded or cut. So you have Andy Dalton of the Bengals, Joe Flacco of the Broncos, Nick Foles. Oh, Nick Foles.
I'm telling you guys.
Cam Newton and Alex Smith.
I'm going to throw out my Nick Foles theory again. The Chicago Bears should take on Nick Foles' salary, get a draft pick as well, have the Jags eat some of it, and give him a chance over Mitchell Trubisky. Do the Brock Osweiler, but with a better quarterback.
So 2 quarterbacks on that list. We're going to ask you to pick them. Andy Dalton, type D.
It's a rock and a hard place vote, everyone.
Or Joe Flacco, type F.
You're going Flacco, right? You hate Joe Flacco.
I mean, if I had to pick between these two, I would go Andy Dalton.
Good choice. Do you remember when, as you guys vote, do you remember when we did our breaking news Joe Flacco trade video? And Denver fans were like, Flacco's going to get us back to the Super Bowl. You guys are a bunch of haters. I remember when Joe Flacco gets cut and or traded inevitably by Denver, I'm going to go back and screenshot a bunch of the comments and tweet them out. Because I am petty.
I actually can't even believe that NFL team. That was a bad joke.
That was a great joke.
I can't even believe any NFL team would actually go with Joe Flacco as their quarterback. It's pretty mind-blowing. So We had number 7 on our list was Phillip Rivers. We'll get into number 6 on our list here of the top free agent quarterbacks. Number 6, it is Jameis Winston. Oh, 30 for 30. I can't wait for it. We got to make it. We're going to say that joke every time. If ESPN doesn't make a 30 for 30 on Jameis Winston, we got to do it.
Bruce Arians was kind of big mad at Winston at the end of the year. I don't know what the future holds for Jameis. Like, 33 touchdowns, 5,000 yards. Wow. Oh, wait, 30 picks, huh?
Wait.
Like, it's
Wait, what?
Winston is a younger version right now of Phillip Rivers, and my problem with Winston is he's the same guy he was in college. Reckless decision-making, horrible decisions, great talent, can make plays, just turns the ball over. Meanwhile, for the Bucs, I don't know what the other options are. I don't think there are very many good ones out there. That's a big issue for them.
Top 5 quarterbacks on our free agent list. It's Teddy, Mrs. Downey.
What? First off, I would take the name Bridgewater in this scenario. Come on, dude. Now, Teddy Bridgewater has an interesting decision.
I gave you too much credit.
Of course, he's the moneymaker. What are you talking about? Now, for Bridgewater, interesting decision to make. He had a similar one last year. Do I come back, possibly be a backup for the Saints, make a decent amount of money, or do I go elsewhere to start and make more? It's the same situation this year, although now it's more money and more security as a starter. I think the Saints are going to try and bring him back. I don't think they can retain Bridgewater and Brees and Taysom Hill. That's really tough for them to actually pull off.
Teddy, I think, at least gets $20 million.
Yeah, I mean, that's like the absolute low-end starting quarterback starter. Like, you're looking at 25 for Bridgewater if he says, I'm going to go be a starter somewhere. Miami wanted him last time. The Bears wanted him. If Brady leaves, I think he'd be a great fit in New England. I think that'd be a home run move there by Belichick and McDaniels and co. The Bucs, meanwhile, he's better than Winston, but he does not fit the Arians offense.
Key
Bridgewater
comment here
is not a deep downfield thrower.
JK Primetime. Tom is a gold digger. It's confirmed. It is confirmed. I also say this is confirmed. I think this is one of the best stories in the NFL this entire year.
Yeah.
Number 4 on our list, Ryan Tannehill has totally transformed his perception, I guess.
Yeah.
I mean, I thought he was going to be an absolute bust. Left Miami, came to the Titans, backed up Mariota. Now they're 9-3 with him.
Again, Tannehill, I apologize. I thought this was change for the sake of change. Clearly, it is not. I was wrong on that. Tannehill has done a fantastic job of coming in and making plays for the Titans when they've needed him to. He hasn't been the best player, and even in the playoffs, he hasn't been asked to do much. That's 2 games of stats.
He does have a rushing touchdown.
He does have that, and I'll also make this note for Tannehill. That game against the Ravens, he was a big reason why they were up 14-0. And like, okay, Derrick Henry time. And then that worked out pretty well for them.
It's also a smart thing to do.
When you are up, run the football. That tends to work out pretty well for you as long as you can actually, run the football. I wonder if Tennessee will either extend him or tag him. Those are going to be the options here for Tennessee. If you tag someone, it does end up being more expensive in the long term just because next year it's more for the tag and then your salary cap's gone up. You're just going to pay more for your quarterback. I would consider tagging Tannehill, though.
I agree, because I think you tag him to 1 year.
Yep.
You got to see what he is, because if he goes back to being Ryan Tannehill and you, for some reason, let's say, I don't know, you extend him and let's say you give a quarterback like 4 years, $88 million, 52 guaranteed, cough, cough, Nick Foles, and then he turns out to be Nick Foles. That's not what you want.
If I can get him at the Nick Foles price tag, I'd probably do that.
Okay.
Try and get better structure of the
So tag or extend Ryan Tannehill, what should the Titans do? I got something you guys should definitely do. Go to BetDSI and put your money where your mouth is on the games this weekend. Who do you got? AFC Championship game, go bet on the game. NFC Championship game, you're going to go 49ers or Packers. Who's going to win the Super Bowl? You can bet on all those things at BetDSI. It's the internet's #1 sports book. If you want to bet on the NBA, you can do that too. chatsports.com/bet. If this man comes back, guess what? I'm probably going to bet on this team to win the Super Bowl because I do it every year.
Shouldn't do it. Bad bet. I am very curious where Brady goes and what he gets, because he's in his 40s now. The decline,
he's been in his 40s.
The decline has begun, though.
Oh, no doubt.
I know that every year we say that, and then it ends up not happening at the end of the year. It stayed that way this year. The decline has begun. The arm is not the same. Just a tick slower in terms of the velocity is a big difference in the NFL. I don't know where he goes if it's not New England, and I'm curious to see what he ends up getting on the open market.
So here are some possible fits for Brady. If you haven't already seen, Tom and I actually put out an entire video around the best possible fits for Tom Brady in 2020. If you want to go check it out, make sure you subscribe so you don't miss any of our videos. But that's just a taste of what we got. So where will Tom Brady play in 2020?
Someone said Michigan. Think he's out of eligibility.
Yeah, they would take him, though.
Yeah.
So we're seeing Detroit. I'm going to say no. I'm going to continue to say the New England Patriots. I think it makes the most sense. Swamposaurus says Colts.
I
but
see
it's
some
because
Colts in
Swamposaurus
there.
is a Colts fan.
I don't really buy the Colts. Like, how are you going to pay Jacoby Brissett and Tom Brady? I think it makes a lot more sense
Pats or Broncos?
for Indianapolis to just
it's the Patriots.
Draft somebody. I think Patriots are out there. I'm going. If it's not New England, I think the Chargers make a lot of sense.
Let's go to number 2 on my list. Probably my favorite quarterback in the NFL still, Drew Brees.
Unique situation here for the Saints and Brees, who, no surprise, being courted by NFL networks to come do color commentary. His deal isn't up yet, but it voids. And it would leave $21.3 million in dead money. Now, the only way to have it not void is find a way to extend him. Otherwise, the Saints, if he hits the open market, they're stuck with that $21.3 million on their cap. That's a big deal. And that's already factored in when you look at their cap space, why they're kind of tight right now. So, he's gone. They got to find something out real quick there.
So we just talked about Tom Brady, Drew Brees, 2 of the best quarterbacks to ever play the game. Let's say you got to pick one, okay? Who are you going with? Tom Brady, type 12, Drew Brees, type 9.
I'm typing in my 9.
Yeah?
I trust Brees more right now.
I think he's
Both are
definitely
declining
better right now.
Well, there you go. 9. Okay, that was easy.
I'm going 9.
That was easy.
Pick your quarterback. It's not about you, Tom. It's about the people watching.
That's
12
fair.
or 9.
That's fair.
A lot of 9s. And then somebody's typing 4.
Yeah, 4 for Dak.
Okay, 12 or 9. You guys ready to get into our number 1 quarterback?
Dak Prescott at number 1 overall there. Now, the Cowboys are going to at least tag Dak Prescott. That's the route they're going to go. That is their game plan here. Now, Prescott bet on himself, and it paid off this year. The numbers were great. Yes, the win-loss has kind of regressed a little bit, but Prescott played well. It's very funny to me that the Dak haters' argument now is, well, yeah, his stats got better after years of saying his stats were bad, but they didn't win any games, even though he's won games before. That logic does not connect. Now, maybe right now, Brees is a better quarterback than Dak Prescott, but in the open market, Dak's going to get more.
Well, the age.
Exactly, the age. He's young. He's only entering his 5th year. Go look at Drew Brees' numbers from his first 5 years to his last 5 years. I'm not saying Dak's going to take that caliber of leap, but Dak got better. Like, Dak bet on himself. He turned down probably around 31, 32 million at most, and now he's probably going to get 34, 35, and if he can, or at least 33. And if he waits till Mahomes, oh boy, he's going to get all of the money. So Dallas should get this done with Dak Prescott sooner than later. And in 4 years, 3 years, 2.5 years, whatever it ends up being, he's not even going to be a top 5 highest paid quarterback. Don't sweat the extra $1 or $2 difference there.
So that was our top 12 quarterbacks in free agency in 2020. But we want to hear from all y'all, okay? If you don't like our list, you can hit me up. I'm at MitchellRents365. He's at What Going Downey. Throw in the comments section, YouTube, Facebook, who is the number 1 quarterback in free agency. But that's if you don't like our list. If you like our list, like the video. We always appreciate it.